Record.
There we go.
Okay, welcome everybody. And Jill, you're going to share the slides.
Yes, I'm going to put those up
Right.
right.
We go ahead and get that.
Oh, nope. It says host disabled participant screen sharing.
Okay. Sorry, y'all.
It's okay. I can send it out. We can just attach it. It's just visual slides. So I think we just talk through it and go from there.
Okay, well, sorry about that, you guys. Welcome to our Gold School call. My name is Brandy Walker, Diamond Ambassador. I think I know most of you guys on here. But tonight Jill and I were talking about this and with some of the other Jills, and we really thought this was a very important call because, we have a lot of people that are striving for gold, and we also have this really Gold School is for anybody. If you hit gold yourself or senior gold, or you develop a level 1 gold or senior gold, Gold School is for you. And so that's kind of what we wanted to go over tonight is like, what is Gold School, how to get there, and just some tips that we have for you guys. So really, what is Gold School? It's a corporate-led training. And like I said, you have to hit gold or senior gold or develop a level 1 gold or senior gold to be eligible to go. And they go over topics like introduction to leadership, importance of duplication, daily action to advance your business, the compensation plan, and navigating the virtual office and mapping your path to Ruby. So those are some of the topics that they go over. And this is a one-day event. The next one is going to be February 4th in Anaheim, California. The cutoff for that is January 27th. So you have to earn it and be registered by January 27th. Now, if for some reason you were to hit it on January 27th, I do think they have some slots. So, obviously just let us know. But that is the next one. Then the next one after that is May the 6th. And I thought I had those locations, but I don't have them in front of me right now. If you want to know do you have them, Jill?
The May 6th one I know is in Austin, Texas.
Oh, I thought that one was Washington, D.C.
Yeah, the next one is,
I thought October was Austin.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, the next one is Washington, D.C. And then I can't remember what.
Yeah.
August 5th, and then October 7th is the last one that we have on the schedule, unless you guys have seen a different schedule than I know about. Again, to qualify for it, you just have to hit gold, senior gold, or develop a level 1. So you also have to have your annual membership has to be paid, and you have to at least hit 100 PV every month. And so those are just, the basic qualifications for Gold School. And trust me, you want to go, because they also have at convention, they're going to have a special gold party just for those people who have qualified for gold. And so y'all, if you haven't been to a Plexus party, you want to earn this, because it is so much fun and they go all out. And even whenever you go to the training, they treat you like royalty. If you've never been to a specialized training by Plexus, trust me, you want to go. Like you just get treated so special, and you're going to learn so much. And obviously, the biggest prize is that you actually hit gold, or you develop one. So, okay. So next we have Jill Halligan, Emerald Ambassador, and she is. I don't have the schedule in front of me.
It's okay. I'm going to talk all things gold. So, okay, guys. So, what is gold? When you are looking at how do I get there? Gold is 20 points. 100 points in your back office in any given month. And so what that means, you can get there several ways. You can add 20 people on your own, or 17 people on your own, or you can build with a friend, which is less points. So it takes 17 to 20 people to earn gold on your team, depending on if you personally sign them up or if someone under you signs them up. So just know the goal is 100 points, somewhere between 17 and 20 people in the same month that are ordering that 100 PV. It is absolutely 1,000% doable. I remember thinking gold just seems so far off. And just to give you a little background, back back in the old school days, you actually didn't get points for someone in the same month that they enrolled. You got the points the next month. And so I actually thought I went gold on Halloween, and it took me until January 31st to actually go gold because of people stopping and starting and all of those things. So just know, keep going. It is part of the process, and it is so, so worth it. So I want to break down just a couple things for you. You guys hear a lot about IPA sheets. Do your IPA. IPA means income producing activity. That means, what is the work? What is the work? When we say we all work from our phones and we have time flexibility, what are we doing on our phones? I want to break that down for you guys, because what Brandy and I do is a little more in depth than what you guys need to do. And you will build that naturally as your team grows. So I'm going to break that down for you. But before we do, I want to give you a little bit of mindset around IPA. You will change your system 300 times at least. You will find a new cute graphic. You will decide you need a new binder. If you're like me, you love all the school supplies. So I need a new one every month, if you ask me. I want you to recognize that thought and that action and correct it. That is a thought error. All you need is a 10-cent notebook and these categories that I'm going to give you. And I want you to stop yourself, because printing out IPA sheets and finding a different one every month, that is not the work. And so I want to make sure that you stay in the work, because the best way to go gold is to be consistent. And that might mean 30 minutes, 5 days a week for you. It might mean 10 names on a napkin that you throw in your purse every day and you reach out to those 10 people. Consistency looks different, but you have to be consistent. So here are the categories that you need to look at when you're doing IPA to go gold. Very first thing, you have to add new friends. You have to. There are some mindset things around that for some people. And I want you to know that some of my best friends were people that I met on the internet. And so that is what social media is for. Get on there, look at people's profiles. If you're curious about them, add them as a friend and just genuinely reach out to them. So you're going to be adding a friend. You're going to be relationship building with them. You are going to get a list of specific people, but you're also going to just interact with people and stay social. You're going to ask new people every single day if they have heard about Plexus and if they're interested in learning more. So I call that new asks. Then you're going to do follow-ups. You have heard the fortune is in the follow-up. And here's what I want you guys to hear me say 10,000 times. Like in your head, be like, oh, Jill Halligan told me that. Yep, she told me that. She's right here on my shoulder. The fortune is in the follow-up. When someone does not respond to you, that is not a no. Those people go onto a list and you continue to follow up with them. I see Brandy, our diamond ambassador, shaking her head. It is so true. Do not take them off your list because you messaged them once. I think every single person I have ever enrolled was what I call crickets. They have to think about it. They have to, look into it. People are busy. So use that follow-up list. I still have people that I am signing every single month that I started talking to 6.5 years ago. So use that follow-up list. And then the last thing is posting and thinking about your future team, inviting your customers to a call like this, or maybe the community huddle call, things like that. So you have adding new friends, building relationships, new asks, follow-ups, post, and interact with your team. So there are 5 major things that you need to be doing. And then the last thing that I'm going to talk about before I pass it back to Brandy is developing silvers. And this is really, really important. And it is a mindset that we're going to talk about, because it is very easy to get in the mindset of adding customers. I want to add customers because I need 20 people or because I need 17 people. How you go gold is by adding silvers. How you go senior gold is by building silver and gold teams. And so I want to read you guys something that I started on my team, and I think it's really, really profound. There are 2 ways that you can rank advance in Plexus. You can rank advance by circumstance or by coincidence. And it's really important that we start with the mentality of not counting customers, but of counting silver teams. How many customers can you get to silver? How many customers can you put money in their pocket? That does not mean they want to earn, work a business. That means they want to pay for their initial products, which really we all want to pay for our initial products. So switching that mindset, when you are ranking up by coincidence, it is short-lived, and it is built by basing your business off customer points. When you rank advance by commitment, it is long-term success, and you are developing new gold teams all the time. And here's the crazy thing. What you're doing to go gold by building gold teams is exactly what I'm doing as an emerald to go diamond. And it's exactly what Brandy is doing as a diamond to go double diamond. So it is the work, and it starts where you are, and we just keep at it. So that mindset of I'm not looking for customers, I'm helping my customers get their products paid for, and how many people can I get to silver and then help them develop to gold if they're looking for something else. So I'm going to pass it back to Brandy for her pieces, and then I'll finish up the call here in a bit. So I'm going to send it back to you, Brandy.
Okay, thanks, Jill. And I literally love that. Like, how many silver teams does it take to get gold? Like, that is literally just a mindset shift. And when you start thinking about that, it really gets so much easier. Like, it really does. You just break it down. And so, okay, how can we use social media like to go gold? Obviously, we're all posting, everybody's got their pink drink, and we're posting cute pictures, and that's great. And obviously we want to do that. But you guys, we have got to start thinking about posting about the business, because, I've got even talked to people that are, maybe they were like gold or senior gold, and they're like, I just don't have any business builders, and I just don't know how in the world can I get, anybody to want to work this business. And I'm like, well, have you posted about the business recently? And their eyes get really big, and they're like, no. And I'm like, well, have you been posting about it at all? And honestly, most of the time is no, they're not posting about the business. And so what I want to say to you is, if you want to, a team full of, not to, sound ugly or anything, but if you want a team full of sick people, then you can get a ton of customers, because that's what most of us join for, is for some kind of, health issue. But if you want business builders, you guys, you got to post about it and let people know that this is something that they could earn money with. And I'll tell you a little story. A lot of my team members know this, but my very first post, I was so excited, and I had been looking for something like this. I really didn't know exactly what, but I had been watching a bunch of different like health coaches online, and I was like, I want to do something like that. Well, a friend of mine from back home that I really didn't know that well, but she was doing another, MLM health related, and I had been following literally everything she did. I was commenting on it. I was, but she never once posted about the business, y'all. Because in my head, I was like, oh, she just went to this little conference, and it was learning how to be a health coach. And I thought that was really cool. I was like, I know I can do that. But she never once posted that she was looking for people to do it with her. I just thought maybe it was her job, and so she was going to go get trained. And so in my head, I was like, well, I got to find something like that. The day I made my first post, she reached out to me and was like, Brandy, I cannot believe. She's like, basically begged me to not do Plexus and join her. Well, I mean, I'd already been taking the products for a little while. And so that just goes to show you that if you don't tell people that they can join you, and don't like put it out there what it is, especially people that are close to you, I mean, it's just going to be a lot harder to get business builders until you really talk to them about it. I mean, there's things that you can post about, even if you're not, maybe if you haven't hit gold yet, so you're not making $4,000 a month or anything yet. that's okay. Y'all, $500 a month can change, like, it can change a marriage. It can keep people from losing their house, losing their car. It can help them, pay for like swim team or traveling, ball or whatever it is, dance lessons. So post about that. Post about you got to go get your nails done. Cause I don't know about y'all, but for me, I was like 45 before I could ever treat myself to get a pedicure. I'm not even joking. Like, I did not get pedicures until I was 45. Like, my daughter gets them all the time now, and she doesn't understand that. And I'm like, some people just cannot afford to do that on a regular basis. So it is a really big deal. Again, dance lessons, are you like not like, have you been able to quit your job? Some of you, if you're, maybe you have been able to earn $1,000 a month, then that's enough for you to be able to, quit your job and stay home. You can get to work poolside, or you get to be home during Christmas when your kids are home. Like, those are just examples of things that you can post about other than like a huge paycheck, because those things make a huge difference in your life, and people need, they need to hear about that. So make sure you're sharing about that. Make sure you're sharing about it consistently. You guys, I did that every time a friend of mine earned a car, and you guys know lots of people who have cars post their pictures, even if they didn't earn it recently. That's okay, because that is when I started getting a lot of business builders. When I started posting real people that I actually knew, I tagged them, and it was, they're earning cars, they're earning trips, they're earning, even if I was not earning these things yet, because it lets people know that it's a possibility. And I got so many messages of people like that, they're really earning cars. I'm like, yeah, and I'm going to get one, and I'm going to get my team members to get one. And it, you have to have that belief and put the belief out there. I know it can be hard to do sometimes. I will tell you this, when I first started, my husband was in the military. He was an officer, and it was kind of a taboo thing to do, to talk about income. But, I started thinking, there was a lot of military spouses that I think there was a perception that maybe they made a lot of money. But I mean, for us, we were not able to have those extras like for our kids. And if we did, it was very, very tight. So I just started posting about all the things that my kids were able to do because I was doing Plexus. So tonight, we're not necessarily talking about, or we are talking about personally recruiting, but as Jill said, we're also talking about developing those silver teams. And so I don't know if any of you were on the call we had, was it early? I can't remember, was it early in the week or last week, but we were talking about a new kind of concept. It's really not new, but it's just a new name for it. And it's just called PLP. And this is just called Post Live Party. So basically, this is what we are asking you guys to do, or just kind of teaching you to do when you get a new level one, like you get a new customer, maybe they haven't even talked about doing the business yet, or if they have, this is perfect for them. I'm just going to ask them to do a post and maybe shout you, or not shout you out, but tag you in a post. And just ask them, to just, they can even post about the products, they can post about the business, either one, but you're going to ask them to make a post, and you're going to kind of let that post run for as long as it will. Like, if it's still getting comments or still getting action, just let it run, because there are going to be some people that they're going to make that post and they're very influential, and they're just going to get a lot of action right away. But then you're going to get some, they're going to throw it out there, and maybe they just haven't been very active on social media. It doesn't mean that people don't like them. It just means maybe they posted at a crazy time or whatever. If it starts dying down, then just kind of wait, maybe wait 48 hours and, message them and ask them to do a live video. And y'all, I'll be honest, whenever I started Plexus, I almost had a heart attack when Ellen Ford asked me to do a live video. But things are different now. Y'all, that's been, really, next month will be 8 years ago. People are used to doing live videos now. And so don't be afraid to ask people to do a live video. There are so many. I mean, we had a girl that just joined I don't know, maybe 2 weeks ago. And y'all, she jumped on and did a live about the reset and nobody even asked her to do it. So like people aren't necessarily scared, like you may be scared, but there are people out there that aren't necessarily scared to do it. So don't be afraid to ask them to do this live video and have them do like a, kind of maybe a catchy caption that says something like, I'm so tired of being tired all the time. Just something very simple. And then just get on, talk about maybe 5 issues that they had before they joined Plexus or before they started the products, and 5 issues that they have or that Plexus has helped, after they started using the products. And it doesn't have to be long. It can just be a couple of minutes, but, just ask them to do that. Okay. Some people are going to do it and some people aren't. So don't, have a heart attack if people say no. That's totally fine, but they can still obviously do their post. And if they do the live, probably they're going to get some people to join from a live. Like it is very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, very helpful in, talking to your audience versus a post. I feel like it goes a long way. People can see your excitement. They can see it in your eyes, even if you feel better, they can just kind of see how you feel. And then once they get done doing the live, give it maybe like 2 weeks after the live, and then you're going to ask them to host a party. And in my opinion, the best way to do it is do it at their house or even do it at your house, maybe have some fun prizes and just keep it very simple. You could do it like a pot of soup and just have the pink drink for them to test, or you don't even have to have food. You can just have a few friends over and just keep it very simple and casual. If they do not want to do a party, like an in-person party, or maybe you don't even live close to them. Like I have a lot of team members across the country, you can do an online event. And so you can ask them to do a 15-minute messenger event. We have them literally going every single Wednesday night, right? Wednesday night. But you can hop on one of ours, or you guys, we have a board for that. Just about anything you want to do now, we have a board for that. And I'm referring to the boards app. And so we have 15-minute messenger events already done up. We can literally send you the board and you have everything you need to do. And you can host this party for your new level 1. But this does not have to be just for new level 1s. This can be for people who have already been taking the products and they're happy customers. They've been doing it for a while. Reach out to them. And we actually, if you're not sure what to say, we actually have a board for that as well. We have script examples, message examples that you can literally copy and paste and just obviously change it up a little bit just to go back through your back office, because this, a lot of times, I feel like this is where you have gold sitting in your back office already. It's not always about getting new people. It could be about getting that happy level 1 to silver that you haven't even been following up with, y'all. So follow-up is like, I cannot even stress that enough. And I'll say that again, because just today, I've got somebody that I have been talking to since it blows my mind, y'all, since my very first post. I still remember when she reached out to me. I've been talking to her on and off for 8 years. And finally today, I've got her information, and praise the Lord, she's going to sign up. And she needs this so much, y'all. But don't take people off your list, because you just never know. But follow up with those people who are already signed up to in the back office. So go through all your lists. If you're really trying to hit gold, you're going to get organized. I actually have a spreadsheet that one of our ambassadors made. Amanda Reichinger, I think she's on here. She's super organized, and she was so gracious to share this spreadsheet with us that I think can be very helpful for you guys. It doesn't take the place of your IPA sheet, but it's just a place to keep up with this. I'm not necessarily a spreadsheet person, but y'all, this week I've turned into a spreadsheet person because she has made it so simple, and I absolutely love it. Like, I'm just so excited to go through it and write down every person that's liked my post, even like old reels or old posts. I've gone through old notebooks and written down every person that I've talked to in the last couple of months, or real honestly, even over the last year. So if you have been doing this for a while, get out like all those old notebooks and go through. You can find prospects in there, or people that you were supposed to follow up with and they fell through the cracks somehow. But don't be afraid to reach back out to people, even if it's been a while, and, just be honest with them. Like, life gets busy, and then maybe it wasn't the right time for them anyway, but maybe now it is. So, okay. We can do all these things, but a lot of times we're like, she went gold or she went senior gold, and I see how amazing she's doing. And you start doing that comparison game. And y'all, even as Jules, we still do this. We see people on the leaderboard, or we see, you really do not know. The leaderboard does not show everything. It does not show what their back office actually looks like. And they can post all day long about how amazing they are and how amazing their team is, but you don't really know unless you talk to somebody. And sometimes people really won't even tell you, what's going on their team or whatever. My point is, don't compare yourself to other people. It's all in the Lord's timing. I truly believe this, like, in my heart. I've seen it happen so many times that people compare themselves and they end up quitting, and they don't even realize maybe what somebody else is going through, that it's not, they're not doing as great as it seems, or maybe they are doing as great, but maybe it was just their time. Maybe they have put in more work, or maybe they've it just, sometimes it, is honestly luck and timing as well. When somebody joins and they just have all these people join at one time. I mean, things happen. So I just want you to remember that you are worthy. You're doing this for a reason, and it's to change lives, and it's not to get on Instagram and compare yourself to other ambassadors. Okay. Okay. Also, I would love for you guys to start getting on book club. Pouring back into yourself and, watching book club, diamond documentaries. Y'all, these are powerful. If you start feeling down and out and you're like, I can't do it, go find a diamond documentary of someone that their story is similar to yours. Y'all, they're not any different. We're not any different than you guys are. No, we are. If y'all only knew, I am a hot mess mom, unorganized. Like, I mean, like Jill was saying, I'm the one that bought all the notebooks, all the organization tools. And I finally realized, it's not the tools, it's me. But if I can do it, so can you, because you will find a system and be coachable. And reach out to us, reach out to your Jules, reach out to anyone that's where you want to be. Reach out to another gold ambassador. If they've hit gold, so can you. And maybe they have some tips that can help you. So I will definitely encourage you guys to find an accountability partner. Somebody that is about, in the business about the same rank as you. I'll be honest. Melissa Amos, she's not on here tonight, but y'all, I wouldn't be diamond without her. We met at a Ruby retreat, like my very first Ruby retreat. And we've been friends ever since, but we just have encouraged each other. We talked all the time on the phone. We did challenges together. Guess what? You don't have to do challenges just with I'm not encouraging you to do, challenges outside your team, but we could not help each other. We were sideline partners, and we did challenges together all the time. We brought our teams together. We done retreats together. Like, it's so much fun. And it's somebody else besides your upline or your downline to be able to talk to. Just make sure that the person is positive and they're going to bring you up and not bring you down. If they're going to bring you down, I'm sorry, you can still be friends with them, but you don't need to talk like this with them at all. As a matter of fact, I just wouldn't do it at all. Because negativity, it only takes one thing. And even if you're someone else's accountability partner, please make sure that you're positive when you talk to them, because it's okay to vent, but you don't want to bring somebody else down either when they're trying to grow their business as well. But I think that's the last thing is the book clubs that we've been having, y'all. They have been amazing. And one of the last ones was Exactly What to Say. If you have not read this book, you can get it on Audible. It's a quick, easy listen. And as Genevieve says, listen to it 7 times. She says any book, if you want it to stick, listen to it 7 times. This one's easy. You can listen to it while you're driving around, and it will just help you so much in your conversations with new people, really with anybody. Jill?
Awesome. Thank you, Brandy. So you guys, I just want to thank you for joining us tonight, first of all, because the fact that you're here means that you're serious. And that is a huge step in the right direction. So thank you for joining us. We have recorded this call, but I want you guys to know that our goal is that this is a series of 3 calls, one every month. So tentatively, our next call will be February 23rd. And we're going to talk about the duplication conversations and what to say. So kind of tagging off of what Brandy just said, we're going to take it to that next step of, okay, I'm doing consistent IPA. Now I'm ready to really start helping those people under me do what I'm doing. And the reason that we are blocking this into a 90-day cycle, one of 3 calls, is because the goal is that you are able to go gold in 90 days if you are consistently doing the work. And so this is not only going to help you, whether you are already gold, whether you're re-ranking gold, whether you're brand new, whether you're starting over, it doesn't really matter. 90 days from today, if you are checking in and taking the things from this call and putting them into action, you absolutely can be gold. So join us February 23rd, and we're going to do some more training on this at the next level. So I hope you guys got some good information from this call, and we appreciate you joining us tonight.
Thanks, y'all.
Bye.
Hey, girl.